everyone, this is Archive of 12, and today we have a new Dabi song from Rhyce Records, who I think I've only featured like once or twice on here from their actual account. If Rhyce has appeared elsewhere, it's usually been in ciphers or features. So when I saw this popped up on my my front page, I knew I had to react to it. So because Dabi has been a hot topic lately. A lot of people have been doing Dabi songs. A lot of people on their villain arcs, and we're here for it. Link will be in the description below if you want to hear this without my commentary, because we'll be pausing it, we'll be talking about it. And without further ado, let's get started.
A place to go, show you what it's like to live alone and watch your dream go up in smoke. Covering my own scars with burn marks discovered from the old gods. You burst sparked the end and forced my hand to play pretend. I'll descend into this abyss again.
Okay, so obviously, I don't know if this is Rhyce or Xander. I just saw that Xander Sage is being featured on this. I'm not sure if that's Rhyce or Xander. I want to say it's probably Rhyce, but I could be wrong about that. So I apologize. Whoever was just singing, that's what this comment is about. I love how it started off so somber and emotional, but it ramped up real quick. Like the aggression, the anger, the hatred. Like you could sense Dabi's like full being in that, and it progressively just got more and more intense until we got to what I'm assuming is going to be the chorus. I love when Dabi songs do that because it shows something of an understanding of the character and the way the character for the most part is pretty apathetic, but then if you hit that right nerve, and usually that revolves around his family, but if you hit that right nerve, he tends to just kind of lose it. As we see in the later seasons of My Hero, such as with Dabi's dance, like there's a lot of things that just he doesn't care about until he does. And when he does, you should probably run. There's probably going to be a barbecue somewhere.
Trapped in his flesh, a prison by your design that you was.
Okay, I'm guessing this is Xander here. I'm guessing Xander's the one that just kicked in, because I feel like I've seen Xander Sage on another track before, and I know that they're a rapper, so I'm pretty certain that this is Xander here. Rhyce did a phenomenal job of setting up Xander, so let's see if Xander actually carries through with it.
Why am I trapped in his flesh? A prison by your design that you were scrapped. I was blessed to be given all of this time, but you were legend like yourself. But it was clear that I was garbage from the start. And though I had this fire burning within me, it lined my body with scars. I've learned to cage out my heart, and I finally caved to the darkness. I'm letting my demons run the show. Now it's time that I parted with the old me. The waters broke me down and slow. These dreams of mine have lost all hope and became this cold thing. I don't feel anymore, not even remorse. See, once you were scorched by your own heat, everything changes. Even the perception of life, I hate it. The world and its pain, I hate it. My sacrifices, I hate it. I just want everything to crumble beneath this vortex of fire. Return the weak to rubble. Buried in a desire, I still seem to struggle with, but being and feeling's easier than piecing that puzzle together.
Okay. Yeah, Xander did a phenomenal job of carrying on that same rage in his own style. So there's that like resentment, obviously, that Dabi is pretty much well known for. He's synonymous with resentment at this point. Like there, you've got this resentment, you've got this hatred towards Endeavor, you've got like this hatred towards life in general, just boiling up. And I feel like Xander did a fantastic job of taking that introduction that Rhyce set up, where it was apathetic until it wasn't, and just turning it into just a full-blown explosion of anger and resentment and hatred. it was a perfect way of like describing. I feel it like this, whether or not it was intentional. It feels like a natural progression of how Dabi was like in My Hero Academia. When he was first introduced, he didn't really care. He was apathetic. He burned everything just because he could. Once you start getting into his family matters, he starts becoming far more emotional. He's not nearly as apathetic. He's far more invested in trying to make Endeavor suffer, until you get to the very end where his hatred turns into self-destruction. And I feel like that was a great way of doing that, where you've got Rhyce coming in with the apathetic to the early days where he's confronting Endeavor, where you could see that like he's got some resentment and animosity, but you don't quite understand where it's coming from. And then Xander came in and took over from the latter half of My Hero, where you know that Dabi is Toya, and you know that Dabi went through a lot of shit because of Endeavor. It's like that. It was just, to me, I felt like there was some storytelling in the way that those two sections sort of built themselves up.
Covering my old scars with burn marks discovered from the old gods. Your birth sparked the end, the end, the end, the end. You buried me in the fire, left me to smolder and burn. Still I carried all this desire. I'll show them all and watch them learn.
Yeah, that was a brilliant way of taking like the story of Dabi and turning it into something. I loved every second of that. My only complaint, it was too short. It wasn't even, it was like 2 minutes and 41 seconds long. I want more. I always want more. If it's under 3 minutes, I want more. And even if it's over 3 minutes, sometimes I want more if it's real good. But yeah, that was a really, really good song. I really enjoyed that. I felt like that was a really good encompassing of Dabi's character. And yeah, no, I'm glad that YouTube decided to suggest that to me. But anyway, that's going to be it for me. Thank you for joining me. I am Mark Alpha 12, and I will see you in the next video.